Hi there, back on my microphone. Back on my microphone. I'm going to say this again because nobody listened last time. I'm telling you, I'm the idea guy. I am. I have so many ideas, I don't know what to do with them. This is like Night Shift. Of course, I'm the Michael Keaton character. But I've said this in other videos. The concept of a drum set as an exercise machine. All right, stop laughing. I'm dead serious. Now, here's the deal. People pay up the wazoo for certain machines, right? And what they ergonomically do, like if you were to remove the machine from somebody, just saw it like an X-ray, you just see the kind of the way their bodies go. But you know, usually it's attached to a machine or, you know, this kind of thing. What happens here is, on a musical instrument, it's entirely ergonomic. There's no, you know, you have, it's like benching with the real bench, okay? But here's the deal. This is almost like Pilates in a certain way. Now, Ludwig, my favorite company is Ludwig. I got to tell you, I love a lot of drum companies. But Ludwig I've always had to, obviously for Bonham reasons, but also, too, my first set. That's another story. But you really could sell. Now, check this out, right? Most people, when they first learn the drums, it's this. They do, you don't see it as exercise at first. 'Cause, you know, obviously, usually you're like, and then over time, you know, after you keep doing it, you relax, right? Part of the thing is when you get better at anything, you have a better knowledge of it and stuff. You relax when you do it, so you're not so, you know, and after a while you're like, but then of course there's that kind of stuff. So fills, there's a time which is more kind of like riding the Nordic track. But then there's the tom-tom stuff with exaggerated armage. That's a lot like maybe Pilates or karate, or really just some kind of a thing where you're really, it's a pattern, right? It's sort of wax on, wax off when you do certain things here, honest to God. So, observe. Again, serious drum companies, get involved now, because eventually you're going to have these workout companies with this idea, which is so great that I have. Everybody's going to listen to it. They really should. Sell like usually they're housewives, right? They're younger gals going to Pilates. Get them a drum set. You get them. The neat thing about it is this, obviously, is it's also musical. But even if you're not musical, you can do it. Some of the best technical drummers I've seen physically play an instrument really aren't musical at all. But what they can do around the drums, it's almost like it's like a card trick. Like a really good card trick or something just with their hands, they just do so well. But they're not necessarily musical, but here's the deal. So musical people who want to work out on it and non-musical people will get the same thing. They might tend to do different exercises, though, but watch. So I was just thinking about this. I realize with my left hand, I always rely on my wrist. Now watch. That's like exaggerated rim shot, Berg. And sometimes I'll do this. But as, well, my subscribers know, I have a tremor, okay? So what I've been trying to do is move out of control when my tremor's bad. It's not dem coke. It's kind of like dem, what do they call it? Familial tremors? Benign essential. What happens is so then I'm trying to get away then from just the hand control to an arm thing. Like I'm literally trying to go. And that's been awkward for me just playing time. But how I've been really trying to do it is just going around the drums. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is going somewhere. And I want to check. I want, from the Drum Set Manufacturers Guild, I want a briefcase of hundreds. Terry Keating, you saved the industry. You moved it from a hobbyist thing to suddenly like, hey, it's an ergonomic music machine. Hello? Plus, two people love to smack stuff. They do. So watch this exercise. I got to take my wallet off. So essentially, it's like going, eventually you'll get better at doing simple stuff. But even simple stuff, you can after, when people first start, watch, they might be like, There's almost a juggling sort of element to it. Right, left, but if you really think of it as just a physical exercise, not even musical at this point, just go around. And again, to get back to the reason why I'm doing it so pronounced like that is I'm trying to get my left arm. My left arm's always relied on shear. Again, from the tremor, it's killing it. My technique is horrible. I'm trying to bring in my hand, so trying to get used to that. That'd be like a more kind of advanced one. Remember, people could learn these drum lessons on videos. You'd say, buy the BONZOLEUM workout drum kit, and with it, you get a subscription to our site, or you just put the videos on YouTube where there's actual lessons. Somebody, hopefully, who looks a little more athletic than me. Maybe like for the girl versions, you have like a real, like you know, like the tennis pro, like, girls, let me show you. You know what I mean? Then for the guys, you have some, you know, great drummer who, well, for a lot of the guys, right, might be the smoking hot, you know, drummer, cheerleader type, make it interesting. But eventually people, after a while, it becomes a physical extra. Literally, you don't have to be musical to do this. You're just literally hitting surfaces in this location, this location, this location, with sticks, right? Kind of like a kung fu thing. I mean, it's actually meditative. Words were so simple. Meditative, where you literally, like, there's the book and the concept, the breakout principle. I've mentioned this in other videos I've made. Drum company people right now just look up the breakout principle, attach it to ergonomic exercise on the drum set, rake in the cash, send me a big Samsonite filled with hundreds, which I think is about 2 million. Okay, so but here they are. What a lot of drummers would do here is they'd suddenly do that real fast, which I can kind of do fast and sloppy for a while, but it'll turn off everybody wanting to start out. You can't suddenly go real fast there. All you want to do eventually, when you're first starting out, in the first month or two, you can get here, I guarantee you. 20 minutes a day for 30 days, you'll be going to 30 days later if you stick with it for a half hour a day. Whatever pattern you want to learn. We'll start with this one, what I do before. This is a good one because my right hand is going counterclockwise and my left hand is going yes. Left hand going clockwise. Right hand going counterclockwise. Now watch, I bring my arms up like I've been saying. You literally could have a switch where you would lower the drum throne. Like all the drums would come up, or the chair would come up, like you would at the gym, like with a lever system or something. You sit down, you're like, oh, let me bring it down for more of an upper body drum workout. And suddenly you're, which is more arms. My point is this. In this age, where things have changed, right? Where kind of anything can happen. We've always been in an anything can happen world. But I'll tell you, in marketing, guerrilla marketing, I really think if somebody had the huevos and marketed these towards exercise-conscious people, but also in this age of like quinoa and granola, and everybody eating kale and all these things, this could work. Okay, so remember where to send the cash. I'm Terry Keating, a Samsonite filled with hundreds. So, thanks for watching.